This week, we're in the Sacramento Mountains in south central New Mexico. I'm here with my good friend, Dusty Thornton, and we are hoping this is going to be a great episode that's yet to be seen. We ain't got started good yet. But anyway, Dusty's a good friend of mine. He lives in Roswell. He's a New Mexico boy all the way around. He guides in Texas some, where I'm from, and he's a licensed guide in Colorado and right here in New Mexico. This ain't no guiding trip. This ain't no paid hunt. We're on public land. Me and Dusty just out here hunting together as good friends. We're fixing to set up camp in just a little bit. We are prepared to stay as much as 10 days if we have to. If it takes that long, fine. If it don't, we may stay 10 days anyway. What do you think?
There we go.
So
I like that.
We've got 2 tags each. We've got Aoudad sheep and mountain lions. And these sheep are free ranging in the mountains here in New Mexico and Texas. So I don't know where else they are, but I know they're there. So for those of you who don't know what an Aoudad sheep is, some people call them Barbary sheep because they're originally they come from the Barbary coast of North Africa. They're big sheep. They're good eating. They're fun hunting. I call them a poor man's bighorn.
Absolutely.
So I mean it's a challenge. This ain't no can hunt. This ain't nothing like that. This is the real deal. So Dusty, you want to tell them what we're gonna do here?
We're going to go to these canyons a little bit north of us.
Right.
Most of it's going to be working your glass. Let that glass do the walking for you.
Absolutely.
Us just sit up on top, and look and look and look. These sheep are light colored compared to Texas. Those Texas sheep are real red. These are real sandstone. Just they're a little harder to see, so it takes a little bit better eyes to pick them out. But find them and then figure out how to get to them.
Yeah. Well, that's what we're gonna do. They're big sheep. Big sheep. They'll weigh 250, 300 pounds on a big mature ram. I don't believe in passing nothing on the first day that I'd be happy to have on the last day. So I'm hoping we don't see a 25 incher tomorrow because I might shoot him. I really want a 36 incher, but I ain't greedy. We here to have a good time, and I'm all about mission accomplished. I want to get just a good, respectable animal, and I want to put some meat in the freezer, and I want to have a good time. So it ain't all about the trophy and how good you look on camera and all that crap. So we fixing to get after it, man. We're going to get camp set up, and we're going to go do a little scouting. We're going to see what happens. It's day 3. We've had insane winds. I mean, if you don't brace yourself, it'll knock you flat on your face or your back, depending on which way it's blowing. It was crazy for 2 days. We hardly seen anything. We didn't see any sheep. We seen a lot of the game. Saw a herd of elk earlier this morning. Not elk season, obviously. But man, I have hunted all over the place. I've hunted Canada. I hunted the Rockies, Wyoming, Colorado, but I've never seen anything like this. This is wild, man. This is really God's country right here. What it is, today we woke up, it's like 20 degrees, sun shining, beautiful day. It's getting warmer as it goes. These sheep will hole up in these caves and on the backside of these rock canyons. There's a lot of caves down in there. You can't see them from here. We went way back as far as we could go trying to find a new canyon. I bet you 10 miles on my Ranger this morning. Somehow, we ended up right back here. I would have never ever guessed that was possible. So I'm gonna call that fate. And we're gonna sit here 2 or 3 or 4 hours. See if you have good binoculars, good optics. And you really gotta pick this stuff apart. I mean, it'll take hours and hours to look this over. So when we're satisfied we haven't or not gonna see anything, there's another ridge that runs all the way around back that way to the east. Oh, that'd be the west. Anyway, we're going to go all the way around that ridge and work our way back to the Ranger. There's lots of cliffs and canyons down all the way around. So I don't think we ended up here on accident, I really don't. We got just a tiny little breeze. It's blowing in our face, so I really don't think we need any cover scent. But there's a lot of cedar in this country. It's mostly cedar, so got my hardcore outdoors cedar reaper cover scent. It's a water-based cover scent. It's awesome. You can use it for a wind indicator. Watch that. Showing you which way the wind blows. And you squirt it all down. You don't have to worry about it staining your clothes or anything. It's completely water-based, and it works. So if a sheep or a herd of sheep come down the mountain behind us, maybe they won't catch our wind. I'm gonna sit there and glass a while, and I'm gonna let Bobby show y'all how pretty this is by moving the camera around this beautiful country. Well, this old Polaris Ranger, it ain't let me down yet. But I got a busted hub over here. The axle's holding. I got two busted CV boots over there. Not a major deal. We're just gonna have to limp it around. And I know it when it happened, went up that rock mountain and it tilted up on one side. It got it in a bind and busted the hub. But I pushed the gas to it. We went up that sucker in 3-wheel drive, man. I don't know what I'd do without this thing. It's a monster. It'll go anywhere. That's why I've got the 4-inch lift on it and these big aggressive tires with the big aggressive lugs. So I can go anywhere. So, just a little mishap. We'll get it took care of at some point. I guess, if you're going to play, you got to pay, I reckon. That's the way it goes. We pulled up on the Ranger. We're headed to actually around the back side of that mountain from what I can tell from where we were yesterday. We thought we'd stop. The cameraman wanted to get a little footage. It's so nice. So me and Dusty started glassing, looking for some sheep. And wouldn't you know, we found a big old black bear grazing around on the side of the mountain over there, looking for something to eat. So we're gonna watch him a minute and then we're gonna ease around there and see what we can find. He looked pretty big, man, from here. Well, we're coming to an end on day 4. We are wind chapped, sunburnt, beat down, feel like we've been flogged by everything in the country. And we have finally found sheep. It looks like a couple of ewes, but there's a big long cut. It's a cave up in the side of that mountain down yonder. And they're tucked up in it, laying there. So I'm thinking, if we get out here in the morning early, maybe they'll be out stirring around. What do you think? Get sneak up on them, or what do you want to do?
I need to go buy some ropes.
You know what? I ain't dropping off no mountain on no freaking rope, man. It ain't happening. I'm not gonna Ray Charles. I can't see that.
This is hardcore outdoors. That's pretty hardcore.
This is hardcore outdoors, not stupid outdoors.
Oh.
We feeling good, man. 4 days. We finally found sheep.
4 long days.
And you know what? I wanted a big monster ram, but as hard as we worked, I don't care. If it's got any kind of horn on it, we're gonna shoot it and be proud of it. So, it ain't all about the size of the trophy. We worked really hard for 4 days on public land. We camped in tents. We slept in mattresses that don't hold air. We've had hurricane-type winds about to blow the tent down around us. We earned that sucker right there, I guarantee you. Now we gotta figure out how to get to it. Well, I don't know what to say, man. I just, the feeling that's coming over me right now, I don't know. It just, like hard work paid off, and that's what it's all about. So, we're gonna get together and make us a plan. We'll see what we can do. In the meantime, I guess we'll let old Bobby see if he can zoom in there and let y'all have a look at it. Day 5, halfway through the day, sheep ain't moving. I'm gonna test my gun. There's a big rock down there at 417 yards. This is no military missile test base. We're gonna test this 300 Ultra Mag Redneck meat missile right now and see what we can do with it. Wow.
You look over there, that shiny thing over there, see the mound of dirt?
Yeah, right there.
To the left, that's the Border Patrol check station.
You ready, Bobby?
Yeah.
So when you're coming out of El Paso, that's
Now what mountains are them over there, man? Them look really wicked. I don't know.
Edge.
that's the Oregon.
Huh?
Right over the other side of that.
I was aiming at the top of it.
Yeah, you hit the top like 2 inches down.
Yep.
You
A
blew
lot of
the top
history
of
out
that
here
rock
too.
off.
Yep. I was aiming at the very tip of it in case I hit a little bit low. I'd still hit the rock.
Where I live in Red Oso.
All right, y'all, it's day 5 on our New Mexico sheep hunt. My old buddy Dusty here has been busting his hump for 4 days trying to help us out. So he calls his buddy, cousin actually. This is Cody Thurston. He lives here. He stays in these mountains all the time. And according to Dusty, he's pretty much the sheep whisperer. So if he can't get us on some, it ain't gonna happen. And we're gonna get out here in the new area.
Then it became a tuberculosis.
Was it way back that way? On the other side of that mountain?
Right there where those gap rock is.
Okay.
Tabletop.
So we're gonna get after it and see what happens, man. He's seen a lot of sheep. He's shot at a lot of sheep. He's passed a lot of sheep because he knew he couldn't get to them if he shot them. So
It's a really cool place. It's down the bottom.
between the two of them,
Through there.
we ought to find some. We're just gonna hope for the best and stay with it.
Is that river?
Yeah, El Paso's only
fish?
from here. It's you're less than 2 hour drive to El Paso. The one
Wow.
coming out through Fort Stanton is coming. You look over there, that shiny thing over there. See the it's probably down there.
Yeah, right
To
there.
the left, that's the Border Patrol check station. They're just letting that water out. So when you're coming out of El Paso, that's
Now what mountains are them way over there, man? Them look really wicked. I don't know if you
That's
can.
the Oregon.
that's the Oregons. Just right over the other side of that South Christmas.
A lot of history out here too, huh?
Especially a little further north, like up where I live in Red Oso. Fort Stanton, there's an old historic buffalo station.
There's a little creek.
Protect the settlers from the Indians and the valleys. But then it became during the war, it became actually a German prison camp. And then it became a tuberculosis center. where Columbus when the outbreak came about. They housed them all down in there. It's a really cool place. It's down the bottom. There's a river that runs through there, or a creek, I should say.
Cool. Does that river down there hold fish? Like trout?
The Ruidoso River does. The one coming out to Fort Stanton is coming out of the lake.
Yeah. Oh, so it's dead.
So it's probably dead now because of we had that big forest fire. They're just letting that water out of Bonita Lake because it's just full of sediment and ash. Floods. You might be able to see that. Let me see if I can find it.
At the beginning of the show, I commented about how this is the real deal. This is public land, do-it-yourself hunt. You can buy an over-the-counter tag online. It's affordable. The tag lasts year-round, right?
Absolutely.
Year-round. And you can come down here and do this yourself. But I'm telling you, man, this is a hunt. This terrain is wicked. I think this old boy here's about half mountain goat himself because he grew up here. I did, and I'm a Texas boy. I'm loving this. So we're going to go back to glassing, and we're going to let the cameraman show you a little bit of this awesome countryside right here. We're going to get out here in the morning and hope we get
Well, get that sunset.
That's that next mountain range goes.
Yeah. So the big ones are at.
What mountains are in? Sam?
I want to say those are the loose over there.
And that's where you put in for the dry?
Yeah, that's where I put in for the. No, that's where I put in for bighorn at. The
The
dry.
big one are in them mountains?
No, the bighorn are right there in the state of. Well, those much there, no thickness. There's white sands, where the
Okay.
Have you ever seen Young Guns 2? Okay. At the very beginning, that guy pulls up, starts to push him off. Look like that. No, what's he let the kid ran all over. That's what likes it. He let the kid ran all over the streets. Yep. Okay. This way we're in Ontario County, but we drove through. Yeah, they don't. Let's make it a good here and report this baby.
Well, our sheep hunt's over. We spent 5.5 days running up down these mountains out here. We just haven't seen any sheep. It's just got so hot. They hold up in these caves. How many hundreds of thousands of acres do you think we covered in these mountains, honestly?
500,000.
500,000 acres. I would say so. You can see 100,000 acres in one spot.
Absolutely.
Easy.
Real quick too.
Yeah. And mountain after mountain after mountain. And I mean nothing, man.
Deep, dark
Yeah.
canyons.
We've seen everything New Mexico has to offer, except for the Aoudad sheep. They're there. They get hunted hard on public land. We gave it our best, and that's what it's all about. You know, people get caught up seeing things on the other hunt shows. I don't want to disrespect anybody. I wouldn't do that, but it's getting caught up these days in about you got to kill something. You got to kill a monster. You got to look pretty on film. That ain't what it's about, man. It's about going out, you know, with good friends, maybe making some friends like your cousin Cody. You know, we stayed a week in the mountains, man. We had a great time. We covered a lot of beautiful country.
Gorgeous country.
Yes, we worked hard. We ate good. You know, it is what it is, a hunt. No regrets. We still got a tag in our pocket. They're good for a year from the day you purchase it on public land. So, Dusty's going to be in Colorado guiding hunts in October. I'm going to be filming whitetail hunts, or bow hunting, and maybe turkey, somewhere in Texas. So, at some point in October, if everything works out right, I'd like to come back. Cody invited us back. Dusty can't be here, but he said he would handle things. And if I'd give him 3 to 5 days notice from when we would be here, he would get in these mountains, and no matter what it took, he would find the sheep, and he would sit on it until we got here to make sure he kept up with them. So, according to him, in October, that's when all the rams are chasing the ewes, rutting, and it's your best odds of seeing them running around on the mountains and roaming just like a whitetail buck during rut, chasing does. So, we had a good time. Like I said, we're not going home with our tail tucked. We worked hard. We did our best. It didn't work. That's just hunting. That's how it goes. So, Dusty's headed back to Roswell, New Mexico, about 3 hours from here. And me and my cameraman, it's about a 12, 13-hour drive home. We're going to stop halfway back, camp out at a deer lease that I have in Central Texas, and we're going to chase us some thunder chickens for 2 or 3 days and see if we can't do some good turkey shows. So we'll see y'all next time.